Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Johngy or Else podcast, without which life would be incomplete and have little or no meaning. I, of course, as always, am who else but Tommy else. With me, coming to us from Skokie, Illinois, is the man on the beat, from johngysbeat.com, Mr. John Robleski.
December
Hey,
17th, Tommy.
December 17th.
Yeah.
What happens December 17th?
So what happened December 17th?
That's what I'm asking. Okay, what happens December
No.
17th?
Past tense. What happened?
Okay, before I strangle you, what the hell happened on December 17th?
December 17th was our last podcast. We must not wait 3.5 months to do
Oh,
the
well,
next
well,
one.
well, thanks for bringing that up on the air. I mean, just expose
Well,
us
I
like
want our
that.
fans to know that we haven't lost the podcast. We just were remiss.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but that's I have a hard time believing that because we went to the Hale Street Cafe or the Hale Street Cantina, I'm sorry, for the taco salad there, and that was definitely since before between now and December.
December of 2024. No, that was our last podcast that we
Was that the
called.
was that when we went to the Hale Street Cantina for the taco salad?
No, it was our interview with Chris Borneo.
Okay. Well, then the next one was when we did
Taco
the
Bell was before that.
at Hale Street.
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. It's been a long time. I'm sorry. We're here today. Way to kick off the show. Way to kick off the
I
show.
want the fans to know we are back on
I'm
track.
sure they're aware that it's been a while, but yes, here we are. We're
All
here.
right.
And
My way
obviously
of shaming you to get this
we've
going more
clearly
than once
we've
every
clearly
4 months.
missed each other quite a bit. This is, I
This is my way of saying
I
that we
wonder
need to
why
do
it's
it.
been since December
We need to
that
do
we
this
haven't
more.
sat down to do this. Maybe it's taken me this long for my patience to start calming down. I've had
Well,
enough deep
calm yourself
breaths
down. We're gonna do
since
more.
December that I can sit down and talk with this guy
How
again.
are you
Jeez.
otherwise?
I was doing fine. I was doing fine. The Cubs just swept the A's,
The
the
Sacramento A's or the
the I think they're like the West Sacramento. I think it's even
great.
more specific than that. They said that they just want to be called the Athletics. They don't want like the name of where they're from on there, which I don't see any reason for them to have it anyway. So. But yeah, it was pretty bad. They played in their new park, and I mean, like that first day, I think they lost like 18 to
Yeah.
3 or something like that. Uh, it did not look good. It's like I feel bad at a certain point, because it's like this team's first time in their stadium. It's new location, new area, and they just get a shellacking, 3 games swept. So,
Well, who do you feel
but
bad for? The fans, not the players. They're making millions. Who cares?
yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'll
The
play in a
A's
desert for millions.
I'm glad that the A's are at least still going. They didn't like completely fold or something like that.
They do have a rich history.
They're an institution, and wouldn't like it if there was no A's. I mean, I guess you got to, as long as they're somewhere. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. I had something I was going to bring to the discussion today. I want to ask this guy's opinion on something here. When you pay at a register, be it at the grocery store or at, picking up dinner or something like that, do you use the tap feature on your
Yes,
card? You
yes,
do.
I
Okay.
do.
And how often would you say that do you default to the tap? Do you just try to tap all the
Yes,
time?
yes.
Okay.
I like a
Uh,
simple life.
Okay. All right. Now I enjoy the tap as well. Now I also enjoy having it on my phone and being able to use my Google or Samsung wallet on there, which is, tap to pay with that. Very convenient. So I shop for groceries uh, at two places. I start at Aldi,
Love
and
all.
I love Aldi's great. Go through Aldi, I find everything that I can that Aldi has because inventory is usually kind of fluctuating a little
It does.
bit.
That's the only fault.
It's you just gotta take the ebb and flow of Aldi if you're gonna be a regular there. But over time, you see that's when you stock up. You see something come in, you get it while you can. You learn to work the Aldi system. But if you do, you save a lot of money,
That's the
and it's
key.
good stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I
Yeah.
got I got no gripe with any of the products at Aldi. Big fan.
I just bought a bunch of blackberries today. I like blackberries.
Good. I hope you enjoy your blackberries. So yeah, so go through Aldi, tap to pay, bang, I'm out of there, move on. My next stop to get whatever I couldn't get at Aldi is Walmart because Walmart pretty much has everything and it's going to be cheaper than if I go to say Jewel
Yeah.
or Mariano's or any of the other over the top grocery stores in the area. Now, I don't know if this is a regional thing or if this is nationwide, but at any of the Walmarts in my area, none of them have tap to pay as an option when you go to check out.
Same.
Explain to me how one of the biggest chains in the country, I don't know where they stand worldwide, but certainly in the United States, does not have tap to pay, yet Aldi does. Explain that to me, John.
Well, the only thing, and actually
Explain it to me.
I heard something about this. I don't know how accurate or how feasible this is. I heard that at some point, big retailers, they didn't say Walmart specifically, but big retailers, be it stores or restaurants, were not using the tap yet because it was not foolproof. There again, the testing was that there was too many fails and it was causing more time wasted. It seems like the tap has been around long enough now, and I don't have any
Yes.
problems with it. So I go back to your, yeah, I agree with you.
Yes. I mean, our friend Joseph of Whitney Collectibles has tap to pay in his store. Uh, I mean, pretty much anywhere I go, it has it. And the thing is I have a thing where I'm very minimalistic when it comes to like stuff I carry on me. So like if I can help it, I've got my keys and my phone and that's it. I will leave my ID and my cards and stuff in the car or something like that because I just don't want to carry more than I do. It's an OCD thing, I guess. I don't know. So there have been times where I forget that this is the system, and I just like, here I am, $100 in groceries, and I go up to the damn thing, and
Oh
then I'm just
no.
like, and I've got my card, it's out in the car, but it's like I can't do it. So it's very frustrating, I just again because it's just such a big store. Like if this was some little like tiny mom and pop store, or whatever, and they just haven't quite upgraded to the tap to pay thing, I mean, like fine, I understand. You're gonna find a couple of those here and there as you go through life at this point. But I agree that the tap to pay has been around long enough that they can get on it with. I mean, Target, I'm pretty sure has it. I don't
Yeah, it
think I've ever
does.
had this problem.
It
Yeah, I
does.
haven't had this problem there. I mean, like I can't. That's the thing too, though. I mean, if it is for big stores like that, I'd say most of them are at this point using the tap to pay.
They are.
I can't think of any that I've run into this problem with other than Walmart, and it just burns my ass. I have to go grocery shopping later,
Even
so
the
maybe I'm
dollar
thinking
store
it.
has the tap to pay.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's just like if Aldi and the dollar store and places like that can hang with it, Walmart can't manage that. I mean, come on. You're denying people another way for them to be able to pay you.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't know. So whoever is in charge of Walmart,
The
I'm
Walton
sure is
family.
watching. I'm sure that they're fans and I'm sure that they're watching. So I hope that
Yeah,
you guys will do something about this for me soon.
chop chop. It's been long enough.
So what's going on with you, man? I know you had some issues with one of
Well, I
your
had my
orifices.
colonoscopy, my second colonoscopy. They're fun. You get them every 10 years after you hit 50, so you look forward to that. But first one was smooth 10 years ago. This one, go through it, doc comes out. But he was unable to complete it because he says, this is his words.
Did he did he find your head up there?
No, very funny. He goes, you have a twisted colon, you might need surgery. This
You,
is his
is that what
approach.
your problem is? Is
This
that
is
what your
his,
problem is? You
this
have a
is his
twisted
approach. You have
colon.
a twisted colon, you might need surgery. So I start
Well,
freaking
at least
out
we
going,
finally got an explanation about John
well,
Robleski.
I start freaking out going like, what, you mean like emergency or like, because I don't have any pain or anything like that. So then
Right.
they send me for, he goes, you have three options. You can go to another doctor. We could try it again right now, or you can go for a barium enema. I go, well, if we tried again right now, you were unable to do it 10 minutes ago. What's changed? Like, why could you? And he goes, well, I just, I might try.
What other doctor did he want to send you to? Like a specialist?
No, just any other doctor.
Just like if you don't trust me or something,
Well,
or like,
if I want to get a, so I go, well, I'm here. Why don't I just do the barium enema? It's right upstairs. I'm already prepped. Let's go. Now, my only
yeah.
question is, and I forgot to ask them, they knock you out. Excuse me. They knock you out for the colonoscopy. I don't know why they don't knock you out for the barium enema because it's just as invasive and painful. They have to stick the thing up your behind with a balloon because then they got to shoot the barium in there and that holds it all in, right? Well, they misfired three times on me, so I got to have it four times. But the cool thing was I got to watch the barium go through my cavities on the
Hmm.
tree next to me. The bad thing was it took an hour because I don't have a twisted colon. I have a winding colon that kind of is long and narrow and runs around things. So I'm on this big metal table and they had to like raise the head, raise the feet. I had to turn to left, turn to right, all like and I'm picturing like the barium every time I move, the barium is going like a little bit
It's
further.
moving around. That's yeah. They're sloshing it around inside you. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like an hour and I get to see the progress. It was really kind of cool. And then
Did you get the
afterward,
video? Did you
no, I
did they
did
send you
not
the video?
get, I did not get the
Can
video.
we cut to the videotape here or
You
what?
don't want to do
We
that. But
ah,
so the end result is that after I was done, I asked the doc, like, when he goes, oh, you're fine. I said, well, I said, the other doctor said I had a
who's
twisted
this
colon.
doctor of yours?
No, these are two different doctors.
Oh.
So, so I go, well, the other doctor said that I had a twisted colon. He goes, no, no, you've got it. It's twisting. It goes around stuff. It's not a twisted. There's no need for surgery. There's nothing wrong. Come
There's a
back.
difference between twisted and twisting.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I said, well, he
Yeah.
said I might need surgery. He goes, no, no, you're not going to. I don't want to complain about the other doctor, but no, you're not going to need surgery. So that was like a day of like, man, like up and down insanity. Plus, my butt hurt really bad.
Your insides were tied in knots, so to speak.
Very well put. And that's it. It's a good topic to lead into our next topic.
That's a terrible topic to lead into next. Yeah, the next. So we made another stop on the ongoing taco salad world tour, and this time we were going to a place I'm very familiar with, Alfie's Inn in Glen Ellen. It's been around for a long time. It's been around pretty much as long as I have, and it just top-notch food, top to bottom. It's an Americana style menu. The atmosphere is very comfortable, I would
Good,
say.
good word. Yeah.
It's somewhat, the darker lit, everything's kind of wood. It's got an old English type of feel to it. There's even some suits of armor on display there, that sort of stuff. And so always had nothing but the best experiences at Alfie's. And I happened in there about 2 months ago and saw that they had a taco salad on their specials. And I didn't know this until I had already ordered my food, but talking to the waitress, she told me that they were actually going to be putting it full time on the menu. They just hadn't printed it on there yet. Apparently, it had been a special that was a very big success, and people were happy. So So I was excited because again, never had anything bad there before. If there's one place I trust to make a taco salad, it's Alfie's. And so John and I saddled up and we went out to Alfie's Inn in Glen Ellen and we had a taco salad.
2 taco salads. You had one, I had one.
We'll eat one each. Yeah.
Well, you said we had a
So,
taco salad. It sounds like we shared one, you freak.
well, why don't we just go to the videotape? All right. It's time for another episode of the Taco Salad World Tour.
The Johngy or else podcast, taco salad. Oh, what?
So I didn't wear my shirt today. Sorry, I'm getting off of work here. It's a bit of a gloomy day, but we're going to find sunshine in our stomachs as we visit a new place on the tour. Now, I'm excited about this one because I know this restaurant very well. It's called Alfie's. It's in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Been there many, many times. There's not a bad thing on the menu. Last time I was there, they had a taco salad, and I was caught off guard, so I didn't have it at the time. Plus, I figured I would wait for us to go do this together.
So is that the first time it's been on the menu or the first time you saw it?
So they had it on as a special apparently before, but I've never had it. And then the special was so well received that it became a permanent item on the menu.
Probably because of our show.
So it bodes well. Well, we haven't talked about it.
No, but taco salads, we've raised the game. For
so
taco
now,
salads.
yeah, restaurants all over are
They
now,
want us.
Well, they should. They should be putting a taco
I'm saying.
salad on there. So, again, I'm excited about this because I've never had anything bad at this place. Now, it doesn't mean that they can necessarily make the best taco salad, but I can't imagine that they make a bad taco salad either.
So the bar at least is set at average at worst, you think?
At least, yeah. And even then, I think it's got to be above average.
All right.
Will it be the best? I can't say until we get there.
We're going to find out, and we're going to share it with you guys.
But, so that's where we're at here. Johngy was just pointing out that I'm actually wearing pants today.
Pants and not the shirt. I came in shorts and the shirt. One of us is ready for this.
Okay, so I'm wearing pants just because I'm wearing pants. I'm sorry. I have this reputation of wearing shorts year round, which I generally do. But, on the rare occasion that I actually do wear some pants, it really blows people's minds. I can't seem to.
Well, I mean, realistically, I've seen you in sub-freezing temperatures wearing shorts. Today is like 55. It is gloomy and rainy.
It's not out of necessity. No,
I'm just saying.
It's just
caught me off guard.
Just a choice. As far as the shirt goes, yours, as you can see, is in very good condition.
I care.
That's because you don't ever wear it.
I care.
I wear mine more regularly, and it's getting worn out, and I need to get a new one. So, I'm sorry.
They're available at the Johngy's Beat store at ProWrestlingTees.com.
Yeah, I'm aware. But, so, anyway, so we're off to Alfie's. If you are in the area and you're not into the taco salad, I do highly recommend their burgers. Very, very good burgers. I'm almost certain they have Coca-Cola, so you should be happy with that.
And if you're a restaurant, you want us to try your taco salads, we're in.
Yeah, absolutely. So the leader right now was the last one we went to in Wheaton, and
That was a good one.
That was a good one. That one incorporated rice into it, which I was a fan of.
And they served it so quick.
And it came out quick. Now, and that's funny because I've noticed that some of the best ones we've had have been places that came out with it real fast, with the exception of Good Tequila, who came out with it in about 30 seconds.
Do you have a list?
But it was a awful taco salad.
Do you have a list? Like, we could flash that up there?
I could put together a list.
Yeah. Like the list in order and grades.
Yeah, I've not written it out formally yet, but we will. So
we want to be thorough.
Yes. Alfie's has been around since the late 70s, if I understand correctly. This is the second Alfie's. The first one, I believe, burned to the ground.
And I'm resisting the urge to see what's it all about, Alfie.
Good. Keep resisting. run with that feeling. And then the other one, this one we're going to, I think, opened in the early to mid '80s. And I know that back in the day, my father had told me that when he was going to the College of DuPage, which is also here in Glen Ellen, and about probably 5 minutes from Alfie's, that was kind of like the spot to go hang out at after school and stuff. You know, they had food, they got a nice bar. One of the things I love about Alfie's the most is its atmosphere. It's got kind of a lower lit, old timey English type of vibe in it, but it's Americana menu. You know, the people who work there have worked there like for as long as I can remember. So you know, it's obviously it must be either family run or whatever. But
I like it.
So I'm excited about this.
We'll see.
What's been going on in Johngy land?
Are we still recording, or is this for recording?
Yeah.
I have some foot issues. I have major strained ligaments.
Yeah, you said you had foot surgery or something. What the hell's going on?
Well, it's I'm on my third doctor now, and I have like some padding in my shoe. We're testing it out to see if that solves it. I have 2 issues going on. I won't go into detail because it's rather disgusting. But I theoretically, the latest doctor feels that I have major strained ligaments from running, and I said, but I haven't run. The pain started after I stopped running for a couple of months because it was winter.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So that's where I am. How about you? It hurts.
My feet are fine.
Yeah, rub that in my face.
No, I'm not rubbing my feet in your face. I don't care what you're into.
Oh man, I got a shiver on that one.
No, you know, it's been status quo lately. You know, we're gearing up for WrestleMania here pretty soon, so you and I have to do.
Yeah, the last one did really well. It's got a lot of views it's the quickest. It's got like 700 views. It's gonna hit close to 1,000 within a month, which is
that's good.
Yeah. When is it's like the 8th, right?
No, see, that's the bitch of it is they have moved it to the 19th and 20th.
Oh, it's the 19th. Okay.
And there's talk that they're thinking about pushing it back to May going forward.
Oh, but not this one.
Not this. I mean, they're getting pretty close by April 20th, but but I think it's so that they want to be able to go to other cities and not have weather be an issue.
Oh yeah.
It is actually surprising though for the places that they have done outdoors.
They've lucked out.
I've never seen a rainy WrestleMania. And just because you have it in Florida or California or wherever doesn't mean that you're not going to get rain. It's no guarantee.
Well, maybe they could stretch it out to 3 days then, while they're at it. Because 2's not enough.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Well, I like the sign.
Yeah. It's I'm telling you, this is a solid restaurant. This is a go-to.
It's got the look of something that would be good.
They legitimately have a full suit of armor in the place.
Can we put it on?
You can try if you want. I'll gladly film that endeavor. But as you can see, it's not too far from home because we are here. So, let's go try an Alfie's taco salad.
We'll be right back.
All right. Here we are. We are at Alfie's. We have ordered the salad. John, of course, got chicken as his meat. It's got avocado in it. What's your first impressions just from a visual standpoint?
From a visual standpoint, it's large. It's got a nice amount of avocado. The shell looks really good. We got chipotle.
It's chipotle sauce and then
sour cream.
Sour cream.
So I'm going to try it without either of those first, just to get a wow.
It's got lettuce. It's got tomato. I did get mine without the avocado. I'm just not an avocado guy.
There's a little spice on it.
That's
I
good.
Like it.
Yeah.
Early indication, very good.
All right. Well, we'll check back in as we go along. Okay. Now I got, instead of the chipotle, I got some sour cream. I'm not going to put that on just yet. I am going to go just take the initial bite and see. I do like the size. The shell looks solid. It's hearty. The lettuce looks really green. I like it. Just trying to get a good sample here. And wait, need more beef. I can't just take a bite here. Here we go. Okay. So far so good. Check in as we go along, but initial taste, it's already better than most. So. All right, I just wanted to document this because I have cleared out the shell, but as you can see, this shell has such good integrity.
Yeah.
The bottom is still there.
Absolutely.
It is moist, but it's not falling out. I can pick it up and move it around.
Well, and I'm breaking off pieces, and the whole thing is not falling apart.
Yeah, so it's got a good solid shell. I always find it very insulting when the phone tells me that I should wipe off my camera lens. Like it's calling me dirty or something. I'll run over the old ladies. That would be bad.
And you'd have it on video.
Well, I could erase that video real quick. All right. Well, we just had some taco salads at Alfie's.
We did.
Why don't you?
Well, I had a chicken. You had the beef.
Yes. Why don't you give us your review first here?
Well, as I recorded earlier, the first thing I noticed, it was big. It was hearty. There was a lot of stuff in there, and as I ate through it, it maintained my level of happiness. There was a lot of really. It was filled with stuff, and like you pointed out, the shell really held up.
Yeah.
I always would prefer even a thicker shell, but I think my shell is my ideal shell. I think is beyond. It's never going to happen.
It doesn't really exist. It's
Right.
something that you've conjured in your mind. Yeah.
But this shell was about as close as I will probably ever get. I would put this, and the chipotle sauce was very good. The avocados.
I did not try. I was going to, but I did not try the.
It was really good,
sauce.
but there was enough spice on the, at least on my meat. There was enough seasoning on it to be give it some flavor too. I would put this as the best one I've had.
Okay. So I agree that to me the shell that's basically the archetype for the shell that I'm looking for. I mean, like that's the perfect, in my opinion, that's the perfect taco salad shell. So definitely nailed it there. I really did like the distribution of the way that the thing was put together. I felt like I was getting a little bit of everything with every bite. Felt like it was more layered, whereas sometimes they put it in separate quadrants of the
Right.
the thing. So I think the layered approach works better. That's how I've made mine. The general flavor was good. I would like just a little bit more kick
Chipotle.
in the thing, but I did neglect to put the chipotle on there, so that might have made up the difference. So I regret that, and I may just need to go back and have another one
I'll go back
to double check. That aside, I thought it was fantastic. I thought the size of it was good. I don't know how much it cost, to be honest. It wasn't on the menu yet officially. So
well, we know what
what
the
the
total
bill
bill
was.
was, and a Cokes, we each had Cokes, and there's tax.
Yeah.
So it's
probably as much as anywhere else.
yeah, it's probably
So-
about $15.
Yeah.
-ish.
But it was a definite good one. It's a go-to, guarantee, good taco salad. I am going to put it at second though, now. As the last one we had, I will say the one thing that set it apart from today's salad was the rice that they used.
That's true.
And I gotta say, I don't think I had rice in it before.
Right.
And now that I have, I liked it. I think if this thing had the rice in it, it probably would have. This would have won.
But now you had
hands
yours.
down.
You had yours avocado too, right?
I had no avocado in mine.
Yeah.
So I'm not an avocado guy. My regret is, as we're talking about it now, is having not tried the Chipotle, because that would have added to the spiciness. And I think it was just between the meat flavoring was great.
Yes.
Definitely well seasoned, good flavor.
And very well drained.
Yes, it wasn't like greasy or super soggy or anything. And again, it shows in the constitution of the shell. So.
Well, I think there's two parts to that: the constitution of the shell, but also the less water, the less the shell has to be.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, it's like the lettuce wasn't overly wet. The meat wasn't super greasy. It was good balance of all of the ingredients in there and everything. So yeah, I'm very happy with it. I'm gonna put it at like a 1A. I won't even say it was 2. I'll say a 1A, and with an asterisk on it, because I do feel like I want to go back now and try it again with the Chipotle and see if that puts it over for me. So, I might be able to excuse the rice situation if I got maybe just a little more kick out of it. But I did because I had gotten the sour cream, and I didn't think mixing the sour cream and the Chipotle was gonna work for me.
And see, I'm usually the weak guy who wouldn't want the spice, but yet I got the Chipotle. I didn't use a ton of it, but I used enough.
It doesn't have to, and it doesn't have to. I'm not looking for anything super spicy. I just like a little something, so a little warmth in you.
So here's my question for you then: if we go back, when we go back, 'cause I think we will, and you like it with the Chipotle, could that possibly vault it into 1?
Absolutely.
And how it
at the end of the day, it's going to be my overall experience. The rice is something that has become a preference of mine. But I mean, if this is so good that even without the rice, it's the best taco salad I had, then it's the best taco salad I had.
Are you going to ask for the Chipotle on the side, or are you going to want them to mix it in? Because it does matter. I had it on the side.
Well, I think they said it just comes on the side as is.
Well, I thought you could do it either way.
I mean, I suppose you could ask them to do it, or but it's not like there's a big trick to it or anything. I can just dump it in there and
And an extra, I'll give it an extra little plus. The Coke was very good, which you predicted.
Yeah. And what do you think of the atmosphere?
Atmosphere was fantastic.
It's a cool place.
There's a few TVs, not too many where it's like annoying. There's a little bit of music in there. Again, not too loud where it's annoying. You could talk.
We had a very good conversation.
Yeah.
No problem hearing each other and stuff. It's kind of dimly lit a little bit there. They had a little cardboard cutout of a night. we took our picture in it, which we'll put up here, and yeah. So
now it wasn't overly crowded, so maybe when you get to, we don't know how loud it would be with a lot of people.
Well, I've been there at night, and on a Friday night. We were sitting in the bar area, but there's also a dining area, and that's obviously going to be a little quieter. But I mean, certainly for a lunch, I've never seen it. It's always busy, but it's never anything that's going to be like distracting or anything. So.
Like I told you, I'm not going to come out here by myself for this place. If I was ever in the area, or if they had one by my place, it would be in my regular rotation. It was that good.
Yeah, I love Alfie's. I recommend anything that they have there, but their taco salad definitely lived up to my expectations and surpassed them. And I will have to go back and try again with the Chipotle and see how much of a difference that makes.
Oh, yeah.
So, well, with that being said, I think this was another successful run on the Johngy URL's Taco Salad Tour. Thank you for joining us. As always, if you have a place that you'd like to recommend,
Or if you are a
or if you are a place that you'd like us to come out and try your taco salad, let us know. Until next time, I, of course, have been who else but Tommy else. With me, as always, is my fellow taco compatriot, John Robleski. So you got our take on the taco salad. Obviously, we both enjoyed it very much. Now, I know we talked about us going back again. There was the issue with the chipotle sauce I did not have and everything. Um, I have to be honest, and I have to tell you, I have already been back.
Without me.
I went without you. Now, here's
Oh,
how it
that
happened.
hurts.
Here's what happened.
That
Let me
hurts.
explain. So, uh, 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 how did this happen? Oh, my one of my clients that I'm good friends with it. We have kind of been following the trail of the taco salad world tour. So
Am I
after
being
you and I,
replaced? Is that what this is coming?
no. But like after you and I have, like, if you and I have been to a place where we had one that we liked, he and I have gone, he wants to then go and try it out and stuff. And so, so we haven't gone to like every one of them, if the place sucked, we didn't, not going to go back. But uh, we had a rare instance just come out of nowhere where we had time and an opportunity to get together for lunch. And I had told him about the taco salad from Alfie's back when I had first heard about it. So he was already he had actually already wanted to go on a few occasions, but I held out because I was waiting for you. So I had met my obligation to you.
This is how it
All
all
right.
starts. Then I'll be
And
out.
then
I'll be out.
so he said, "Let's go hit up that taco salad." So I was like, "All right," because really I just had one variable that I needed to check, and that was it, to see if it was going to get any spicier with that chipotle. So here's what I think. Okay, I used the chipotle in there, and it was good, but it's a creamy, because it's got, mayonnaise and what have you and stuff in there. And I felt like it just added a little too much uh of a gooey texture inside of it. It was like more because
Sour
the
cream?
sour cream. Yeah. So now it's starting to just slop up the whole thing, and then he just leaves. He just leaves in the middle of the of
The battery was running down.
walks
I
out.
was still
Goes,
talking. My battery was running down. So
yeah.
you felt it was too creamy, too mushy with that?
Well, here's the thing. I didn't feel like the flavor that it brought was worth like if it would be worth it, it would be fine if, like if it was really making a difference. And to me, the spice really needs to be coming from the beef.
Okay.
That's where the source should be. It should be cooked into the meat.
So
So
then the question begs, does I know how you rate it, and I rated it very positively. Does it still maintain the top rating, and um, does it need more spice in the salad itself, or meat itself?
it does need more spice in the meat itself, but I think that was something that the other one suffered from as well. I mean, at least as far as my opinion,
Yeah.
and so as far as where they rank, I now feel like we are in a situation where we need to have a duel. We need to be able to do like a back-to-back, like, days, not meals. I'm not eating two taco salads in one day. Even I have, only have so
Plus,
much
they
room
spent
in
a
my
lot of time with me.
yeah, yeah, this is gonna be a long day. That's right. So, but we got to figure out a thing where we can do Hale Street versus Alfie's because it's close. I mean, it's to me this is really close. So, and I don't know any other way outside of like maybe we could order both of them and pick them up and then like try one against the other.
That's hard then,
You know,
because you got the flavor. Then you're convoluting the flavors. If you have them both there, you know,
yeah.
we would
Yeah.
certainly need a palate cleanse, and then
So
still.
I'll have to think on this, but we gotta have
Well, I think
it's
back-to-back days works if we could, once
yeah,
the college softball season ends, I'll have considerably more time.
yeah. And maybe your colon will start straightening out too. So, but
Or maybe
yeah,
you just
so
want to bring
it's
your friend and just I'm out.
but if nothing else, it's still it does speak very, very highly of the taco salad that it has made it to a duel with our number one taco salad, or my number one, because you said
So
Alfie's is now your top
Alfie's
one.
is my number one, but the other one, as you said in the car video, it's really one and one A. But
Hmm.
Alfie's edged it out slightly. I like the avocado. I forgot if the other. See, like I forgot what was in the other one. I know it had the rice, but this was really hearty. This is a good
It
salad.
was. And the shell again, I know we keep harping on it, but the shell was really, I mean, that to me is that's the shell. Like that's, every taco salad should start with whatever shell they're using at Alfie's. That's the one I'm looking for.
Now we don't
So,
count. It's an added bonus, but we don't count the ambiance, the setting, and all that into the taco
no.
salad, into our rating.
No, but
But
I just, for those who have never been,
no,
even
it's a
if you
great
like,
place. It's
yeah, like I said, even if you
perfectly.
don't go for the taco salad, I mean, I got nothing but love for Alfie's, and I mean, if I was like retired, I'd go there for dinner every night or something like that.
Well, it's
It's
good.
like
It's good for if you're on a date. It's good if you got a bunch of friends. It's
yeah,
good for a conversation too. I think there's light music in the background, but it's not overpowering, so you can certainly hear the other person.
yeah,
There's different seating sections depending on like we were in the bar area, but
yeah.
not
We
at
sat
the
in the bar,
bar.
but there's a bigger dining area and stuff, and they have an area for private parties, I believe, as well.
And the rest of the menu looked pretty
I
good.
had my birthday there one year, actually. Not that you ever come out for my birthday, you wouldn't know, but yeah, one year when my birthday was there, and we had a nice little section to ourselves, and it wasn't a big deal to get it. So yeah, I don't know anybody who's ever had a bad thing to say about the place either, for that
My
matter.
problem, first of all, it's not near me, so I'm not going to go back there often.
Right, right.
But like if I go there, I would like to try other food because I bet they have really, as you said too, but I bet they have really good food across the board. But I'm hooked on that taco salad. I did have a
I
chicken
know.
taco salad for those wondering.
I know, and see, like that's one of my problems too. Is I have had other things on the menu, but their burgers are really, really good, and I don't go out that often, and I don't go there that often, unfortunately. So when I do, I gotta get that burger, you know.
Yeah, I know that
So
feeling. Yeah.
so it's like I look and I'm just like, this, yeah, it's like there's all this other stuff that I would like to try and I'd like to have and everything, but it's like if I ain't gonna be here for a while. I'm gonna get that burger, and I'll tell you, because like you said, it's not a bad place for dates, and I have brought some dates there before. Those are the rare times when I don't get the burger, and it's because I make a complete slob of myself when I eat that burger. I need like a roll of paper towels to get through that thing.
I
I
would
get,
think the burger would be easier because the salad is there's so much going on in the salad. I can't eat a salad and like keep it, condensed and clean.
yeah, but I mean, like I first of all, I get a double. I get a double burger, so it's just big. It's greasy. I got ketchup and mustard, and it just gets all over my face, and I'm spilling. It's shooting out all over my clothes and everything. That's a second date thing,
Do they have a turkey burger? I didn't look. I
I would bet $1 million they'll have a turkey
I
burger.
would bet
Yeah.
it'd be really good too.
And I would bet it would be good too. I agree. Yeah. I haven't asked for it specifically, but I can't imagine that they wouldn't. So I
There
have
it is.
nothing but the utmost faith and confidence in Alfie. So if you are in the area and have not been, please do yourself a favor, or if you've been, go check out the taco salad because it is in contention hard for first place in our taco salad world tour.
But
So
one more food related topic or podcast related topic too before we close. In case anybody missed it, as Tommy pointed out to me the other day, and I was questioning him, Cosmix in Bolingbrook has closed, as we thought it might, because there's really no point to it. They've also closed 3 of the restaurants in Texas, although they say they're going to open more. But the vast majority of the people keep saying there's no point.
Everybody's coming back with the same exact response that we had, like you said. I mean, they go and they check it out and they're like, I don't get it. You know, I
Exactly.
mean, and you're not going to have a successful business thriving off of I don't get it.
Just roll
So,
the
you
items
know,
onto the McDonald's menu and you'd be done with it.
right, you know, or like, you know, like at Portillo's has Barnelli's inside of it. Like if you wanted to have like kind of a separate little, you know,
Sure.
McCafe section or something that you could do and, you know, have that stuff there. Okay, you know, but to build, I mean, that's got to be easier than building a whole other, you know, place or taking up a whole nother, you know, piece of property. Uh, so yeah, but I think that they're obviously not completely giving up on it. They're just trying it in different markets then. But I mean, if you can't do well in Chicago,
It
that's
was
not a
in
good sign.
Bolingbrook,
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, you know, if any of the major cities, even in the suburbs, I mean, if you can't, I mean, it's still McDonald's. I mean,
No,
if
but
you
I just
can't
wonder
put,
what it would do downtown Chicago.
I don't think it would do much better.
And
I
they'd
think
have
it
to
would
bring in
be
a lot more money probably too. So it would,
They'd have to bring in a hell of a lot more money, yeah,
yeah.
because yeah, it's just the cost of being down in the city. So, well, there it is. As always, we've been proven right again, um, and I and will be proven right about Alfie's taco salad. It's a fine and taco. It's an excellent taco salad, and for all we know, may even end up being the number one. But
We'll keep you
I'm
posted.
leaving it up in the air for now. But it is a duel. Hale Street Cantina in Wheaton versus Glen Ellen's own Alfie's Inn. This is like the WrestleMania of taco salads. So
And we'll be back before July 1st.
anyway, as always, I of course have been who else but Tommy else, and with me is the man on the beat with his twisting colon, Mr. John Robleski.
Peace out.